What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to take a look at the Fenix LD22. This is Fenix's newest flashlight, very similar to the PD32 that I already reviewed. Similar in that they both have the new button on the head of the flashlight. Also similar to the Fenix LD20, this is just the newer model, and the LD20 did not have the button on the head of the flashlight. So the operation is a bit different. But as far as any new groundbreaking features of the light other than the operation, there's not much. This light's still using the R5 LED from Cree. Puts out about 190 lumens on the turbo mode, and that'll run for about 2 hours and 26 minutes. It's a 2 AA battery flashlight. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weight of the light. Zero out my scale here. And this is without batteries. Take the batteries out. So we'll check the weight. It's about 2.2 ounces, so really lightweight. Puts out a lot of light for what it is. I just wanted to share this light with you guys just to kind of help you decide if maybe you're going to buy the LD20 and you see that the LD22 came out and you're wondering, well, what's the difference? Basically, like I said, it's the operation. On the LD22, it comes with 4 basic modes. You got your low, medium, and high. And the way that you operate that is you don't twist the head, you don't twist the tail cap or anything like that. You push the clicky on the back to turn it on. I don't have batteries in it right now. And push again to turn it off. When it's on, you just cycle through the modes from this button right here that's on the head. So you'd have your low, press it, medium, press it, high, press it, turbo. Now on the LD20, the difference is you adjust the modes. You're in your basic modes right now. You turn it on with the push button, and by basically soft pressing the button, you'd change modes like that. So like right now, you turn the head to be from either like the general mode is when it's loosened, then you tighten and you got your turbo, and strobe mode, strobe SOS, and vice versa. But in your general mode, you'd have your low, medium, high. If you turn the head of the flashlight, you jump into turbo immediately, and if you soft press, you go into strobe. Soft press again, you're back to your turbo. So that's basically the difference between the LD20 and LD22. Both very, very similar flashlights. It's just that I think Fenix is really just pushing this new button design as opposed to adding better lighting technology or better circuitry, and which is what I'm going to get into next, is that they still have not fixed the issue of the circuitry on these. Now they recommend that you use regular AA batteries, okay, just alkaline batteries, and they had this problem even with the LD20, the original one. This is the Q5 one, by the way, not the R4 or the R5 LD20. But when you put a fresh cell, put 2 fresh cells in it of just regular alkaline batteries, and I'll go ahead and just show you guys the voltage to show you what I'm talking about here. But if these batteries are, generally when you buy a AA battery, fresh out of the package, they're around 1.59 volts, even though they're 1.5 volt batteries. You can see right now this one's about 1.56, and so is the other one. So when you pop these suckers in your LD20 or your LD22, sorry, batteries are rolling around on my desk. When you pop them in, you first turn on the light. You cannot access your lowest mode. See, I got it. That's supposed to be your low mode. When I cycle through from low to medium, the brightness didn't change. When you go from medium to high, it does, but you cannot get to that low mode. Right there, that's supposed to be, that's actually your mid mode. So with the fresh cell of 2 fresh cells of batteries, it does not allow you to access your low mode. Now you would think Fenix would have fixed that with the LD22, but surprisingly they didn't. You still can't access your low mode. Now when I go to the operation of the LD22, which is what this is about, and this kind of ticks me off, to be honest with you, because I just bought this light. I paid $60 for it. thinking they would fix this issue by now. But like I said, the operation of the LD22 is different. It has momentary on, unlike the LD20. It did not have momentary on, but you can soft press, turn the light on. That's cool. It also has mode memorization, but we turn on the light and you operate it just by this button right here on the head. So you're supposed to start off in low, medium, high, turbo. Well, I don't know if you caught that, but this is supposed to be the low mode right here. The low mode is, I believe, is 3 lumens. Now, if we're in the low mode and we press that button, you see how it didn't jump up to medium? Didn't even move. Press it again. It jumped up a little bit to your high, and then you press it again. Then you got that's supposed to be your turbo. So as you can see, it's not letting you get into that low. When you go from low to medium, brightness doesn't change at all. And these are just regular AA batteries. They were at 1.56 volts. So that's really frustrating that that you still have that issue with these lights. I really wish they would improve the circuitry. The light is super bright, but it's just that one thing that they still haven't fixed. Now, if you're using rechargeable AA batteries that run like 1.2, 1.3 volts, the light would work perfect. You would be able to access your lowest low. I've tried a pair of run-down batteries, and it goes into your low. Actually, let me see if I have them right here. Okay, sorry about that. Let me put these regular AA's that have been run down in, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. I'm going to try and finish up this review too. I'm running out of time on my camera. But if I pop this on, now you see it goes into the low. You got your low. You want to jump up brightnesses, medium, high, turbo. See, it functions as normal. And also I want to mention on the modes, you do have other modes. If you hold down this button, it'll go into strobe. Hold it down again. Just changes through the strobes. And then you got a kind of a slow strobe. Actually, you just have strobe. But anyways, let me show you. Actually, I'm running out of time. I want to quickly show you what the voltage is on these used batteries, just so you can see. I believe they're about 1.3 volts. So let's just test this real quick. See, looks at about 1.3. So sorry guys, but my camera just cut out right there. So what I basically wanted to show you guys is that if you're going to pick up the Fenix LD22, definitely keep in mind that you're not going to be able to access that low mode unless you have some older batteries. You put in some brand new fresh batteries, the mode's just not going to work. It's going to go skip the low mode and go into the medium when you first turn the light on. But if you have some older batteries that are run down, or after you run the batteries down, at least to, from what I can gather, around 1.35 volts or so, maybe 1.4, you will be able to go into your low mode, as you see. Low, medium, high, turbo. But you know, again, if you pop those brand new batteries in, like I showed you with these other AA's right here, I think they were at 1.56 volts, just standard alkalines. You put those in, turn the light on, and try and access your low mode. Doesn't work. See, I'm pressing through. You got your turbo. That's supposed to be your low, but it's not. Press the button, doesn't change. Press it again, it jumps up a little bit, and then press it again, you go to your turbo. So that's just something I wanted to share with you guys. I want you to keep in mind if you're going to pick this light up. But overall, it's a great flashlight. You know, it's much like the Fenix LD20. But I also want to kind of give you guys just some insight, because the LD22 is about $10, $10 to $12 more expensive than the original LD20 right now. So if you wanted to save some money and just go ahead and get the LD20, you're going to be just as thoroughly impressed. But it does still have some issues with the circuitry when you want to get to your low mode. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and go into some indoor and outdoor beam shots, so stay tuned. Alright, so let's take a look at some indoor beam shots for the Fenix LD22. Here we have it. I believe this is the low mode. Cycle through, low, medium, high, turbo. You can see really bright, has a nice defined spill line also. Let's compare it to the Fenix LD20, the Q5 version. Got the Fenix LD20 on the left and the Fenix LD22 on the right. The LD20, the Q5 version, had an orange peel reflector, so the beam's a little bit smoother, but I don't think it's quite as bright as the LD22. So now let's go ahead and look at some outdoor beam shots. Alright, let's take a look at some beam shots for the Fenix LD22. Here we're looking at about 40 or 50 feet right there. Forget the exact measurement, but it's pretty bright. It's got good throw and good spill. And then we're looking at 100 feet, top left corner. Kind of hard to see on the camera, so it probably won't show up on video, but overall, really bright beam. Now let's compare it to the Fenix LD20. Fenix LD20 on the left, LD22 on the right. You can clearly see the LD22 is a little bit brighter. Both have just about as much spill from what I see, but probably the LD22 has a little bit more throw. Again, LD20 on the left, LD22 on the right, and this is the Q5 version LD20 and the R5 LD22. So anyways, hope that helps. Both really great lights, and thanks for watching.